I don't know if anyone remembers, there was this game show called Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader? And although at the time I was closer in age with the fifth graders than the adults, I still never understood how they didn't get some of the questions right. Again, because I was in school at the time, of course it was fresh on my mind. But I've been out of elementary school specifically for 10 plus years. So I wanted to see, am I smarter than a fifth grader? I'm 23, by the way, so that's what I'm doing today. So I found this quiz online. I literally searched "Are you smarter than a fifth grader?" quiz. The first one that popped up though was like this 150 question quiz, and I was like, I'm not doing that at all. Anywho, this takes 26 minutes, so this is the one we're gonna do. First question: creature feature. Which animal is famous for changing color to blend in? Chameleon. Chameleons are famous for changing. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's go. Biology bonus round. Which body part helps you breathe by filling with air? The lungs. Okay. Reading roundup. What do we call the people, animals, or creatures in a story? People, animals, characters. Who said chapters? Who said chapters? Civics class challenge. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. I used to think Washington, D.C. was in Washington because it's Washington, D.C., but apparently it's in Maryland. So, Earth Science Challenge. I was never good at science. What process turns liquid water into water vapor? It's evaporation. The water cycle. What takes the water and moves it up and down and all around the earth. History Hall pass. Who freed many enslaved people with the Emancipation Proclamation? Well, the picture is of Abraham Lincoln, so I'm going to go with Abraham Lincoln. Logic locker. If a dozen eggs equals 12 eggs, how many eggs are in half a dozen? 6. That's a math question. You're not going to get me off on a math question. That was my favorite subject. Biology pop-up. Which organ pumps blood through the human body? It shows you what the answer is. So, okay. Weather watch. What do dark clouds often signal is coming? A rainstorm? Okay. I was going to say, there's another phenomenon with that too. Wordplay pop quiz. Which pair of words are homophones? Okay, so you're gonna get me here. I don't know what a homophone is. What's a homophone? Wait, I need a hint. No, I want to take a hint. They sound the same. Oh. C and C. See, yeah. I didn't know what homophones are. Creature feature. Which animal is known for its black and white stripes? A zebra. Zebra. Animal answer showdown. What is a baby frog called after it hatches? A tadpole. Yeah. What musical minute? Oh, okay, not musical. Music minute. Which instrument has 6 strings? Hold on. Which instrument has 6 strings and is often used in rock and pop music? A guitar. I used to play the flute though, and I actually I played guitar for a summer camp, a summer program I was in. I had learned how to play a little bit of guitar. Science spotlight. What is the process by which plants make their own food using sunlight? Photosynthesis. Okay, so these people answering. Okay, right. Shape showdown. How many sides does a pentagon have? 5. Who put 8? It even gives you a picture. Just count the sides on the picture. That's crazy. Food facts on the board. Which fruit is known for having its seeds on the outside? Strawberry. Yeah. Right. Now, the fact that somebody picked apple when you clearly have to cut into an apple to get the seeds is kind of concerning to me. Biology buzz. Which part of the body helps you think? I don't know. There's a picture of something in front of me. I wonder what it is. Wonder what it is. History, homeroom. Who was the first president of the United States? George Washington. Right. Okay. Geography globe challenge. Which U.S. state is known as the Aloha State? Hawaii. What's funny is people probably picked Alaska because they thought between Hawaii and Alaska. And since Alaska has an A in it, they just put Alaska because they thought it would go together. Geography globe challenge. Which ocean lies between Africa and Australia? Ooh. This is where you're going to get me. I'm going to go with Atlantic. Science sprint. What do caterpillars turn into? Butterflies. Yeah. Moths. Okay. Vocabulary vault. Which word is a synonym for happy? Joyful. Joy to the world. Spelling bee bonus. Which word is spelled correctly? What are we trying to spell here? Friend? People be mixing up their I's and their E's, so I can't really fault them on that because there is a rule for it, but I always forget it. Geography dash. Which continent is Canada a part of? North America. Vocabulary victory lap. Which word is an antonym of begin? So we already did synonym, which means the same. So we would do antonym means anti, which means opposite, basically, against. So how do we get no. World Wonders time. Which country is home to the Great Pyramids of Giza? Is it Egypt? Huh. I mean, in my head, pyramids are in Egypt, so I just assumed it was Egypt, but that could have been something else too. Earth science time. What do we call water falling from clouds as rain, snow, sleet, or hail? Precipitation. The water cycle takes the water and moves it up and down and all around the earth. Science class is in session. What force pulls objects toward Earth? Gravity. Magnetism. Right. Spelling spotlight. Which word is spelled correctly? Believe. I before E except after C. I believe that's the rule. Okay, I'm glad I'm getting these spelling ones right because I do second guess myself on spelling a lot. What is the main language spoken in Brazil? Is it Portuguese? Hey, no. I'm taking a quiz here. Don't do that. I was right. Spanish. Huh. I mean, I guess that's a good guess because it's Latin America, so, but it's Portuguese. Book buzz in. Who wrote The Cat in the Hat? Dr. Seuss? Why is anyone picking these other people? I would understand maybe they didn't read Dr. Seuss, but that was a crowd favorite in my household. Earth science time. What is the center of a hurricane called? Here comes the storm, here comes the rain. Standing in the eye of a hurricane. Here comes the sun, here comes the rain. Standing in the eye of a hurricane. Animal lovers, listen up. What is the fastest land animal? Okay, so it's showing me a picture of a cheetah, so I'm gonna pick a cheetah. So it shows you the answer, which, I mean, if you don't know what they look like, or you don't know what you're looking at, that could be why you pick something else, but... Science surprise. What part of the plant absorbs water from soil? Roots. The stem. Okay, guys, so it's clearly showing you the answers before... Earth Science Explorer. What is the layer of rock and soil on Earth's surface called? Oh, man. Okay, hold on. Rock and soil? Okay, so it's either the crust or the mantle. And I want to say it's the crust. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Okay. Okay, I got that. I'm so excited. But you see how most people pick mantle instead too? Because it's between, for me, it was between the two. Biology basic. What sense do you use with your ears? Hearing. Oh, math desk challenge. 14 plus 9. That's going to be 23. Science spotlight. Which part of the human skeleton protects your brain? The skull. Who put the spine? Book buzz in. Who wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn? I know no one else but Mark Twain, so I'm going to pick Mark Twain. Okay. I ain't know nobody else on that thing except for Mark Twain. I'm going to be honest with you. Spelling bee challenge. Which word is spelled correctly? This one. Okay, I can see how people put the E, but okay. Musical minute. What family of instruments does the violin belong to? So I would say strings, since it is a string instrument. So I'm going to say strings. Okay. Because one time I thought that an instrument was supposed to be strings and it was percussion. I was like, oh. Right. Okay. World's Landmarks Challenge. In which city would you find the Eiffel Tower? Paris. History spotlight. What ship carried the Pilgrims to North America in 1620? I don't know. It's not the Titanic. I'm gonna say the Mayflower. Oh, and I was right. I don't know what the Santa Maria is for in history. Endeavor, I feel like, is important, but I can just think of My Hero Academia. That's shape spotlight. How many angles does a triangle have? How many angles? It has 3. Because it has 3 corners, so it has 3 angles. Okay. Biology bonus round. Which blood vessels carry blood away from the heart? The veins. Wait. What are capillaries? Which blood? Veins. Arteries. Oh, veins bring back blood. History fans, this one's for you. Which country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the United States? It was France. Weather watch. What do we call moving air? Wind. I'm just trying to speed run this. History hot seat. What do you call a government ruled by a king? It's a monarch. Yep. Which season comes before winter? Summer, winter. Nope. Summer, fall. It's autumn. Okay. Spelling bee bonus. Which word is spelled correctly? Oh, dang. This one. Yeah, I was about to click that one and I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. Which planet is famous for its rings? Saturn. Map master moment. Which U.S. state is known as the Sunshine State? The Sunshine. Florida? Okay. History hot seat. What wall came down in 1989, becoming the Berlin Wall? Okay, I'm speed running, guys. Ocean opener. Which ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Shoot. Well, Indian Ocean. Never eat slimy worm. Wait. I said the Atlantic, but it was the Indian Ocean is between. I'm going to say Atlantic again. Okay, I was right this time. Because I'm so confused. I'll look at the map later. Okay, Science Lab says, hello, what gas do plants take in from air to make food? Oxygen? No! I knew that was the wrong answer. They give out oxygen. Trees give you oxygen. Mad about that one. Okay, we're going to try this again. I'm going to try and keep a streak. Biology bell ringer. Which animal is a mammal? Dolphin. It's in the front of our face. History hop. Who was the 16th president of the United States? Well, it's showing me Abraham Lincoln. So I'm going to pick Abraham Lincoln. I thought he was the fifth president because he's on the $5 bill, but you know, hey, man, whatever bill you're on doesn't matter except for George Washington because he's the first president. World Wonders time. Which country is shaped like a boot on a map? Hey. Italy? Oh, okay. Grammar bell ringer. Which punctuation mark ends a question? A period. Period. Wait. Oh, frick. It says ends a question, not ends a statement. Right. That was a stupid one on my part. Okay. We're not going to talk about it. Earth science alert. What is the name of the spinning movement of Earth on its axis? Making me think now. You make me think like I'm gonna be wrong. God dang it! Rotation. Well, yeah, cause we orbit the wait. Yeah, words. Okay. Reading trapdoor. If a rooster lays an egg on the roof of a barn, which side does it roll? Roosters don't lay eggs. Okay. Earth explorer. What do you call a scientist who studies rocks? Okay. So it's not the first two. Meteorologist is the study of weather. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Geography time. Which line divides Earth into the northern and southern hemisphere? Equator? Right. Okay, we're getting back into our groove. Vocabulary victory round. Which word is a synonym for tiny? Small. Because it means the same thing. Geography jackpot. What is the largest continent on Earth? Largest continent? Asia? Civics quick check. How many stars on the current United States flag? Hey guys, I want to say 50 because there's 50 states, but I'm going to say 50. Oh, okay. Because I was going to say 51, even though I know there's 50 states. That's why it's 50. That's why there's 50 stars. But I was like, maybe they put an extra one. I don't know. Civics quick quiz. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution? Bill of Rights? Okay. Right. Science spotlight. What do we call an animal that eats only plants? A herbivore. Yeah. Because carnivore is only meat, omnivore is both, and then predator is attacking. Math mashup. What is 15 plus 27? It's a 2 at the end. I'm going to go 42. Yeah. Reading riddle. What do we call the lesson or message of a story? Moral. The moral of the story. The plot. Okay. Spelling bee challenge. Which word is spelled correctly? Tomorrow. It's this one. Yeah. I'm not going to look at the other ones if I know the first one is the right one. Time to test those geography smarts. What is the capital city of Japan? Okay, so that's Korea. And that is, I think Beijing is in China. So I know that Tokyo is like the most famous city, but I don't know if that's the capital. Because it's between Kyoto and Tokyo, which is just Tokyo. They're just the same word mixed up. Okay, I'm glad I got that because I was between those two. Okay. Weather watch. What do we call the instrument used to measure temperature? Thermometer. I don't even know what that is. Let's head to math class. 8 times 7. Okay. I think it's 56. Vocabulary vault. Which word is an antonym from ancient? Antonym means opposite, so modern. See, people are confusing antonym with synonym, so. Spelling spotlight. Which word is spelled correctly? Hey, man. Beautiful is one of those hard words for me, but I know that it's beautiful. That's how I remember how it's spelled, but it's just like tongue. Fun fact: when we had a spelling bee in middle school, I lost on the word tongue because I kept mixing up the letters. Spelling bee buzz. Which word is spelled correctly? Why do we have two? Oh no, not necessary. Necessary. Which one looks okay? So those two are out. I know there's two S's. Okay, cool. Weather watch. What scale is commonly used in the United States to measure temperature outside? Fahrenheit. Book Nook bonus. Who is Pinocchio's woodcarver father? Ooh. 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 It's a G. But is it this one or this one? Ah! Yay! Okay. Science sprint. Which planet is the largest in our solar system? Ah, shoot. You've lost me. You've lost me here. It's not Earth. Saturn has its Jupiter? Jupiter? Civics classroom. What do we call a lawmaking group like the U.S. Congress? Ooh. Okay. Because I was going to say a cabinet. Because my brain is thinking of Hamilton again. Reading round. What do we call the person who tells a story? Narrator. I can see how people are getting these two confused. The person who writes, the person who tells. History spotlight. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? It was not John Adams. It was not Abraham Lincoln. Declaration of Independence. Was it Thomas or was it Benjamin? See? Damn. I should have knew it was Thomas. I should have knew it was Thomas from fucking Hamilton. They say it in the play. They say it in the musical that he did it. And I completely forgot. Oh, that just made me mad. Oh, dang. It messed up my streak. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Civics classroom challenge. What is the name of the person who leads a city government? Mayor. Shape showdown. How many sides does a hexagon have? 6. Why do y'all keep picking 8? Who keeps picking 8? History hooray. Who was known for flying a kite during the thunderstorm? Was that Benjamin Franklin? Okay, so I had him on my mind. That's all. Language lab challenge. Which one of these is a noun? A noun is a person, place, or thing. School, because out to the place. Okay. Geography globetrotter. Which continent is the Sahara Desert mostly located on? Africa. Okay. Earth science showdown. What is molten rock called after it reaches Earth's surface? Molten rock called. It's not these. Molten rock. Because the picture is of lava. Science class pop quiz. What do bees collect from flowers to make honey? Pollen. Wait, what do you mean? Bees collect nectar, a sugary. The work of bees passive. Word wizards. Listen up. What is the largest mammal in the world? A whale. A whale. Yeah. Okay. The pictures are backed up. Astronomy challenge. What do we call the path a planet follows around the sun? Making me think now. You make me think like I'm gonna be wrong. Is that orbit? Okay. Because I was like, I feel like that's orbit. Vocabulary victory. Which word is an antonym of noisy? Quiet. Again, I think people are confusing antonym with synonym again. Sorry. Capital city challenge. What is the capital of California? Sacramento? A lot of people would think it's Los Angeles because it's like the place that everyone goes when they go to California. Astronomy alert. Which planet is closest to the sun? Mercury? Okay. There was like a way to remember the location of the planets. I just can't remember. Red planet is Mars. Yep. Map skills challenge. Which ocean is the largest? You lost me. Pacific. That was a guess. That was a total a guess completely. Shape station. What do you call a shape with 8 sides? Octagon. And now people are calling the octagon a hexagon. Okay. Civics Corner. How many branches of the United States government are there in the Wait, hold on. How many branches are in the United States government? 3. It's judicial. Oh, it's telling me what it is right there. Legislative, executive, and then judicial. Astronomy alert. Which is the closest star to the sun? I mean, to the Earth, the sun. I said the answer when reading the question. Okay. Shape showdown. What is the perimeter of a square with a side? What is the perimeter of a square with the side lengths of 4 units? That is not shape showdown. That's math, and that'll be 16. That's math, because you're just adding up the 4 units 4 times. A map. Yes. Geography challenge. How many continents are there? North America, South America, Africa, Asia. Oh, hold on. What am I missing? North America, South America, Africa, Asia. It's 5. 7. Which one am I missing? Oh, Antarctica, Europe. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. That's on me. And it has the map there, but on the map it doesn't show you the continents. It's showing you like this countries. So this was North America, South America, Africa, Asia would be here. I guess Europe would be up here. Antarctica. What was the last one? Australia is a country and a continent. That's also where I get confused at. It's fine. Astronomy alert. What is the name of the galaxy that contains our solar system? Milky Way. Biology buzz. What animal lays eggs but is still a mammal? Well, it's showing me a platypus. So I'm going to say platypus. Perry the platypus. Geography challenge. Which river is the longest in the world? Okay, so it's either the Nile or the Amazon. I'll go with Nile. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I got 6 more questions. Let's go. Science spotlight. Water freezes at what temperature on the Celsius scale? Oh, man. Isn't it just 0? Okay. Okay. I'm glad that we knew that. Wait, okay. On Fahrenheit, the same point is 32 degrees and 0 and 100 degrees Celsius marks water boiling. Okay. Which planet is nicknamed the morning star because it often shines brightly before sunrise? So I've answered all of these. Like, these have been unanswered for everything. So the issue is now. So that's not Venus, and it's not Mars. It could be Mercury or Jupiter again. Here we go. I'm gonna go with Jupiter. It was what is Venus? So for some reason I thought that Venus was Saturn. Like, I was confusing the two. And I was like, well, I already answered Saturn. Like, I was saying it in my head, but I was reading the words Venus. And I was like, well, Saturn has rings, so where are the rings in the picture? So it can't be Saturn. In turn, it can't be Venus, because in my head, Venus was Saturn. I don't know why. I just realized that's what happened. Geography jackpot. What is the capital city of Canada? Guys, I don't know. I don't know this at all. It's not Toronto, is it? I don't know. I really don't know this. I don't know. Wait, guys, I actually don't know. Ottawa? Montreal, Vancouver, Toronto. Toronto's popular, but I don't know if that's the capital. Vancouver? I was gonna pick Ottawa too. Dang it, I should have stuck with my guts. Okay. Bookworms, get ready. In the Harry Potter series, what house is Harry? Gryffindor. History Hall Pass. Who was the third president of the United States? Okay, so the second was Thomas Jefferson. Hold on. Guys, I don't know. I actually don't know. Wait. Because, okay, I'm going off a Hamilton musical. In Hamilton musical, George Washington is the president, right? And then John Adams was supposed to go against. Well, John Adams was supposed to be the next one, but him and Hamilton got into it, so then he didn't end up being it. And so then Thomas Jefferson was the next one. And I don't know if James Madison was the president. I'm not sure. Guys, I don't know. And I don't know who this man is. Dang it! Okay, so I'm guessing what happened is John Adams was the second president, and then Thomas Jefferson took the position after because of what happened with John Adams and Hamilton. I'm doing this based off of Hamilton the musical. I'm not very familiar with presidents, honestly. Y'all want to know what's funny about me getting this question wrong? Earlier, when it was asking who wrote, I think either the Declaration of Independence or the Bill of Rights, it asked me who wrote something, and I picked Benjamin Franklin. And the answer was Thomas Jefferson. In said answer, it gives me the answer to this one, which is that Thomas Jefferson was also the third president. And because I didn't read, I didn't see it. Book buzzing. Who wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? I mean, this name sounds familiar. God dang it. No! No! Ah, my percentage! How many vertices? How many vertices does a cube have? What the hell are vertices? I'm gonna say they're corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Is it the corner? Yep. Okay. Guys, I'm so mad about this. No, go away. I still passed. It did not take me 5 days. What are you talking about? It just, that whole last section was just a mess up after a mess up because I kept either picking the other answer instead of the one that I thought was the one that I thought was correct originally, or I just second guessed myself and was like, I don't know if that's for sure. So it's the second guessing, and that's why teachers were like, if you think it's the correct answer, just put it down, because once you start second guessing, you may get it wrong, and then you'll be mad at yourself because you thought you originally had the right answer but then picked the wrong answer. And my highest streak was 24. Like, I got 24 correct in a row. I have an 89%, and I scored better than 68% of other quiz takers. I actually enjoyed that a lot. I used to love taking quizzes in school, unironically. So this just was a fun little nod back to that. Anywho, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys liked it. That's it.